Hi, here are some water bottles for you. The security and safety check are complete. Are we okay to start boarding?
Yes, we're ready.
Thanks. Clear to board.
Back from the walk around, everything looks good.
TCAS test pass.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the stand. Taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff using rated thrust, planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Standard reject actions to V1 as briefed. From V1, or if the call does continue, I will continue the takeoff as per the standard company procedures. The engine out procedure today is as per the chart. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. All going well, the departure routing will be via the ATC assigned standard instrument departure, complying with all the published speed and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. The local terrain and current weather pose a threat. We will treat all GBWS terrain alerts as genuine, and we won't rush any procedures today. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
None.
Departure brief complete. Pre-flight checklist, please.
Preflight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal, auto. Window heat, on. Pressurization mode selector, auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 162, altimeter 3000.
Checked. Parking brake.
Set.
Are you positive? Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist complete.
Before start checklist to the line. Locked.
Locked. MCP.
Before start checklist to the line. Before start checklist to the line. Locked.
Locked. MCP.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
On behalf of myself and the crew, I'd like to wish you a
Hey
very warm
guys,
welcome
all
aboard
packs
our
are on board.
Yes, hello,
Are we
Chief
clear to
Flight.
close?
My name is Sarah,
Yes,
and helping
you're
me in the
clear to
cabin
close.
today are Dan
Thanks.
and Michelle.
See you up there.
Please place all large items on the overhead bins provided, or under the seat in front of you.
Very good day to you all, ladies and gentlemen. From the flight deck, this is the captain speaking. On behalf of the crew, welcome aboard this flight today. We're just completing our final preparations, then we'll be able to close the doors and get on our way. And shortly afterwards, the cabin crew will give you a safety demonstration, which I urge you all to pay attention to. Also, just a quick reminder, just keep your seatbelts fastened in flight, even with the seatbelt lights extinguished, just in case there is any unexpected turbulence. And also, just to mention that this is a non-smoking flight. All being well, I probably won't speak to you again until we start our descent into our destination. So until then, welcome aboard and thank you.
Mind your leg, please. Verify takeoff speeds.
Checked. Before start checklist below the line.
Flight deck door closed and locked. Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Start sequence is 2, then 1.
Check.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting 2. We have insufficient air pressure for start.
Locking gear.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting 2. We have insufficient air pressure for start.
Departure check completed. Live has been inserted. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start that wheel.
Starter cutout.
Isolator pack.
Pack isolated.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting 1. We have insufficient air pressure for start.
On board this Boeing 737. There are 8 emergency exits, 2 at the front, 1 left and 1 right. 2 doors at the rear of the cabin, 1 left and 1 right. There are 4 overwing exits in the center of the cabin, 2 left and 2 right. Please note the nearest exit to you, which may be behind you. The seatbelt is fastened, adjusted and released like this. In the event of sudden loss of cabin pressure,
Starter
oxygen
cutout.
masks will automatically drop from the panel above your head. Pull down firmly to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and breathe normally. Please secure your own mask before helping others. Your life jacket can be found underneath your seat. In the unlikely event of landing on water,
Flaps 5.
remove the jacket from its pouch and place it over your head. Tie the strap in a double knot. To inflate the life jacket, pull down sharply on the red toggle. There is a tube to top up the air and a light to attract attention. Do not inflate your life jacket inside the cabin, as to do so will impede your exit. Further information may be found on the in-flight safety card. Please would you now ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened, your seat back is upright, your armrests are down, your tray table is up, and all
Flight controls
window
check.
blinds are open. Thank you for your attention and we wish you a pleasant flight.
Full left, full right. Center.
Check.
Full up, full down. Center.
Check.
Full left, full right. Center.
Check.
Before taxi checklist, please.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve closed. Engine start switches. Recall checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Dispatch clearance.
Checked.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Before takeoff checklist, please.
Flaps. Stabilizer trim.
6.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Flaps 5.
The cabin is secure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Check. Ready to go.
Set takeoff thrust.
Thrust set. 80 knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate.
V1.
V1.
Rotate.
Gear up.
V2.
Engage heading select.
Heading select.
Engage heading select.
Heading select.
Set flaps up speed.
Bug up. Are you sure?
Engage heading select.
Heading select.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Flaps up.
Flaps up.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. Off. Packs. Off. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew?
Yes.
Check.
Descent checklist, please.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 0 feet. Recall. Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Landing data.
VREF 0, 0, 0. Minimums 2, 0, 0 feet.
Checked. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. Thank you.
The cabin is secure. Glide slope alive. $5,000.
Set altimeters, please.
3000. Set. Passing. Altitude 4,200. Now.
Check. Approach checklist.
Altimeters.
3001.
3001. Approach checklist complete. Localizer alive.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1. Final approach fix, height checked. Missed approach altitude not set.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5. Cabin crew, seats for landing. Cabin is seated.
Gear down. Flaps 15.
Gear down. Flaps 15. Speed brake up.
Flaps 25.
Flaps 25.
Flaps 40.
Flaps 40.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Are you positive? Speed brake.
Up.
Double check that, please. Landing gear.
Down.
Are you sure? Flaps. Runway lights.
Standby. 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 Cleared.
Checked. Not stable.
Light slow. Light slow. Landing.
Checked.
Okay to clean up.
Checked.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and comfort,
Master
please
caution,
remain seated with your
anti-ice.
seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight. We remind you to please wait until you're inside the terminal to use any electronic devices or to smoke in the designated areas. On behalf of the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we are looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a safe onward journey.
Three minutes.
Lights and doors.
Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check. Doors disarmed, no APU.
Shutdown checklist, please.
Stand by.
Shutdown checklist, please.
Stand by.
Released.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Off. Shutdown checklist complete.
Secure the aircraft, please.